Yes, us. Welcome to the Kefi Life Podcast. My name is Kiki L, and I'll be your guide to creating a life of olakala, all is well. Together, we'll get back to the basics, and we'll explore fresh new ways to flourish in mind, body, and soul the Greek way. You can look forward to interviews, stories, essential self-care strategies, recipes, and actionable takeaway olakala moments. This is going to be so much fun. Let's get going. Πάμε! Our Lexi for today is Louoloudia, or flowers. Louoloudia are my weakness. I love all kinds and they make me so happy, but sometimes I see a Louoloudia and I don't know the name of it. So a little trick for you and for me. If you have an iPhone, take a picture of the Louoloudia. In the nav section below the photo on the iPhone, you'll see an icon that is an eye with a circle around it and a star to the top left. Click that and you'll see an option that says look up plant. Click that and voila, you have the name of the flower with the description. Easy peasy. Louoloudia. Now you can know all the varieties. Eleolado, olive oil, has been celebrated in the civilized world for millennia. Nearly eternal, the oil of this fruit has been more than just food to the cultures of the Mediterranean region. It's been medicinal, ceremonial, sacramental, and the foundation of great wealth and power. It is safe to say that olive oil is the ethos, the essence of Greek culinary culture. Today, the priceless and life-giving ingredients of this liquid gold can be delivered to you when you purchase your premium bottle of Kefi Life extra virgin olive oil from the region my parents were born, the Peloponnese. The coveted Koroneiki olive is extensively cultivated here in the southern part of Greece, which offers the unique microclimate needed to grow a fruit netting the utmost nutrient value for extra virgin olive oil. Kefi Life extra virgin olive oil, a boundless amount of value, high in antioxidants with anti-inflammatory properties, linked to good mood and improved mental health. Get your bottle of wellness today when you visit kefilife.shop. Welcome back to the Kefi Life Podcast. So happy to be here. I love interviewing people that are knowledgeable about ways to get healthy in the mind, body, and spirit. And, you know, truly, if we are healthy inside, you glow outside.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it starts. Yeah, right. So I've got some exciting guests here today. I say that about all my guests, but you guys truly are.
Well, thank you.
Because you're bringing information to us that can help us make a difference in our lives. So it's Johnny and Matt.
Yes. Hello.
Of
Windy City Mushrooms.
Windy City Mushrooms. And they service their mushrooms, their gourmet mushrooms. They service some of the finest restaurants in Chicago. They are in markets like Fresh Farms and more. They go to farmers markets. They grow their own mushrooms, their gourmet mushrooms, and they're gourmet. And which, by the way, take a look at these guys. They are beautiful. Before I forget, because I was going to say something about my mom. Don't let me forget it.
Yeah, run it.
I got to say that. But you told me earlier in the green room that you're working with florists.
Yes. So there is local florists all over the city of Chicago that have actually come to us to make mushroom and flower bouquets for wedding nights. So people who are also Fungetarians and love fungi as much as we do are starting to incorporate them in every different aspect of life.
That is so cool. And I saw a picture of the bouquet that you made for your girlfriend, and it was just stunning. But Johnny's the owner of Windy City Mushrooms, and Matt is the mycologist. So he actually studies it, and we're going to talk about the nutritional profile. But first, I want to say this about my mom. She told me when she was alive, she said, you know, Kiki, the best thing you can do for yourself is to eat the healthiest foods and try to make it local. And that's what you guys are all about. So I really appreciate that. And these grow on trees, which I didn't know that before. Okay, let's talk about gourmet shrooms and the most underrated one. Because we know that there's a variety, like how many varieties of shrooms are there?
Yeah. Too many to count. Right?
Yeah, we
30?
can't.
Like 30?
Like 80,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea.
So there's so many mushrooms out there. So mushrooms are the largest kingdom on the planet. So if people don't actually know that.
Wait, tell me that real quickly. Like,
so
what do you mean?
we have humans, we have the animal kingdom, we have the plant kingdom, but then we have the fungi kingdom, which is the largest of them all. That's also the oldest thing on the entire planet is fungi as well. Like most people don't even know this, like mushrooms saved the day, you know, maybe 80 years ago. The penicillin is mushrooms. The vat of penicillin that they have, all of it, that's what mushrooms is made of. It's derived from mushrooms.
So truly, food is medicine, medicine is food.
Absolutely.
Truly.
It co-balances.
Let's talk about the underrated mushrooms.
Yeah, so we believe the most underrated mushroom, hands down, is our friend right here, the blue oyster mushroom. We believe it's really underrated because of all its versatility. You want to explain on that?
Yeah, sure thing.
Run it.
So not only just the blue oyster mushrooms, but just oyster mushrooms in general. This may be the only thing that can probably cure world hunger, for the simple fact that it grows so fast. It can...
And on anything.
On absolutely anything.
Toilet paper, cigarette butts, anything.
You name it.
But to get them to look like how they do, you should grow them on wood because that's what allows the most nutrients to go into them. And that's why we have really good hardwood that they grow on, which is why we have some of the prettiest mushrooms around.
So as well as how easy it is to grow, they also contain about 14 grams of protein per pound. Not only that, but as far as soil remediation, the mycelium that actually grows the oyster mushroom itself is known to suck up oils from maybe oil spills that seeped into different parts of the soil. Yeah. They would inoculate that soil with oyster mushroom mycelium and come back maybe a month or so later and see how much the oil has dissipated and the mushroom's grown. It's more life in the soil now. Birds are visiting, bugs are there. Yeah. And it started off as a oily dirt patch, you know?
Crazy.
So I think the oyster mushroom absolutely could save the world.
He goes to oyster mushroom.
Yeah, oh my God, you're showing love to it. Yes, let's give it a hand.
Always.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. So I really want folks to understand, because I think for me, my mom used to say, Kiki, you got to eat mushrooms. You got to eat them. You got to eat them. And I'm like, Mom, I'm scared. Woman. She was smart, ahead of her times. Yeah. We got to talk about the nutritional profile. Why do these gourmet mushrooms make a difference in our health?
So why are they going to make a difference on our health? So I think we have a crisis of processed foods going to market, and the idea of being vegan or vegetarian is great if it works for you, but the products that are coming with it don't always meet what actually is needed. So if you were going to think about incorporating mushrooms in, you have to think about it. You're getting a complete protein. They contain all 9 essential amino acids that meat does. So if you're not eating meat, you can still eat mushrooms and thrive, right? They produce vitamin D. All of our mushrooms have vitamin D in them. So if you wintertime blues, you should eat more mushrooms. They have every other small mineral, riboflavin, everything else in them that you could possibly want from a mineral base to make it a complete meal. They're low calorie, they're low fat. The carbohydrates in them are actually just from the fiber. So in all reality, you have one of the best digesting fibers on the planet if you eat mushrooms. And why do we recommend incorporating it into your daily diet?
Yeah, how do we do that? Tell me, easy way. I want to do it.
Easy way?
Yeah.
Buy Fungetarian food. That's the easiest way to do that.
I'm Fungetarian now.
So we have our own cooked oyster mushroom line called Fungetarian food that we'll be able to send directly to anybody in 250 miles of the Chicagoland area in the next 2 months, I would say. And we'll have it at every farmer's market with us so that people can just cut it open, heat it, and eat it. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, 14 grams of protein per pack, and sauced and seasoned deliciously by Matt and a few other people.
So you said earlier, in a previous podcast, you said in a previous episode that your mission is to put a mushroom in every meal or
on every plate.
So our mission at Windy City Mushrooms is to put a mushroom on every dinner plate in this country at an affordable price from a local area. So we don't plan to stop here in Chicago. We plan to take Windy City Mushrooms nationwide and open up in Florida and Arizona after this.
Cool.
So we are just getting ourselves prepared and acclimated for that.
So let's say somebody wants to eat mushrooms, but they want to cook them.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the variety of ways to prepare them.
Yeah, absolutely. And the best person to answer that is the Mr. Fungetarian himself.
Matt, take it away.
Yeah, here we go. So we've already spoken about the crab cakes. We can also fry down the oysters and make delicious sandwiches out of the chestnut. But one of our unsung heroes that we don't have present today is our Black Pearl King trumpet.
Yes.
This is probably one of my favorite fish replacement dishes, shellfish replacement dishes. Yeah. What I like to do is completely cut off the cap and chop down the stalk to resemble something more like a hockey puck or a medallion. I then score it like a nice tic-tac-toe board and boil it for maybe 5 minutes. I then marinate it in a proprietary blend of herbs and spices. And then I saute it. I literally just pan-sear it on a cast iron skillet for about maybe 10 minutes, and they plump up and develop this really cool scallop look. And this is what I serve as a vegan scallop.
Yeah.
And it's truly amazing. It melts in your mouth.
Chef?
No, I am not a chef.
Let's answer that.
I'm not a chef.
But he is a master in the kitchen. I've never ate better mushrooms from anybody than this dude.
Because he
makes
understands.
an egg roll, a mushroom egg roll that's just out of your mind. It's insane.
Well, I really believe like when you grow these beauties and you talk to them and you I mean, I hate to say it, you form a relationship with them. And they do have personalities.
Yeah.
So you probably take that personality and the way you've been growing them and you transfer that into the meal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just it's a language of love when it comes to dealing with these mushrooms. Like you just learn to care about them, and they actually kind of teach you to care about yourself a little bit more.
Talk to me about that, please.
Oh, well, most definitely. They are truly just delicious and healthy for you, and you won't have to wait that long until you realize how much these mushrooms are actually benefiting you. As far as like he said about your digestive tract and just to like protein, just gaining more protein. Like I've gained maybe 40 pounds in the last year.
I want to lose weight.
Well, it also, it kept me nice. It kept me nice.
40 pounds of nut.
Yeah.
Muscle.
Yeah, it is straight muscle. And mushrooms have been the key ingredient to that.
They're low calorie. I know that. I know that. I'm just kidding, Matt.
I just want to add on to that. Like as far as the cooking goes and like what you feel, one of my best friends and who is a big Fungetarian and promoter of Wind Acidity mushrooms is my good friend Daniel the Predator James, who is now the main event for Bellator at the end of March, and then he has potential to have a heavyweight championship fight here in March, here after in June. But he has been using mushrooms in his fight camp for his last superstar win and this whole win. So he is one of the first heavyweight 250-pound people who's incorporating mushrooms in their diets and thriving. He uses it to cut down for weight because he gets so much substance from the mushroom, but no calories.
And you know what, Johnny? I really believe that this food can help us perform better.
Absolutely.
In every aspect of life.
Yeah.
And I want folks to really give gourmet mushrooms a chance.
Yeah.
If they haven't, there are probably a lot of people out there that are in love with gourmet mushrooms, but in our closing moments, I want you to just speak from the heart now and talk to me. You both have a love of gourmet mushrooms. I can see it. Yeah. Just give me anything in the last minute or two that you want to impart on the audience about gourmet mushrooms.
Don't knock it till you try it. These aren't your granddad's mushrooms. These aren't cremides or like baby buttons or anything that you've probably used to within the last 20 years messing around with mushrooms in the United States. These have been gaining popularity over the last couple years. You're only going to see them come up more and more often. Don't knock it till you try it. It's worth it.
I mean, he nailed it. That's it. Don't knock it until you try it. These are some of, if you have a problem with texture, just take that idea and leave it away. You can do anything you want to these gourmet mushrooms. You can grind them up. You can saute them. You can make a mistake. Like if that's a big problem for you, just come try it once. And the health benefits are even going to outweigh anything else that it does.
Well, I can't wait to experiment. How do people get in touch with you? How do they find you? How do they learn more?
So people can find us at Windy City Mushroom on Instagram and Facebook, as well as our website. And I'm sorry if y'all go there right now, it doesn't look great. I have somebody building it out right now and my Fungetarian page. But if you want more information, please follow us on Instagram, and we will be having a big press release when everything is coming about over the next month or two.
Wish you continued success.
Thank you so much.
Keep giving love to these gourmet mushrooms.
Much love to everybody.
Much love. By the way, favorite mushroom. I got to know your favorite of each.
Go for it, kid.
My favorite mushroom, hands down, lion's mane mushrooms.
Lion's mane, I gotta try.
I can do anything with them. They're versatile, and I just love the brain benefits from it. They help me read better. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to double down with this whole oyster mushroom. This guy's a winner for me.
Double down on oyster too.
Yeah,
run it.
Yeah, oyster mushrooms for the win. They're amazing and delicious.
I actually second that. Yeah, I changed my answer. Oyster mushrooms.
Funkatarian power.
Yeah.
Funkatarian power. Much love.
Much love, guys.
Much love. Much love.
Much love.
Much love. Stay right there. Up next, your weekly takeaway to keep it all as well. Hola Kala.
This Hola Kala moment brought to you by the law offices of Liston and Centillus. Ranked number 1 by the leading lawyers network since 2010, taking care of all your real estate needs.
The power of food is real, and if you slowly implement the foods that net you the highest form of nutrition, you'll continue to eat those foods. But let me encourage you to get creative with raw foods that have a strange texture. Start to experiment with sautéing and bacon. Don't get discouraged with the food because of the way it appears or feels. Superfoods that I mostly eat cooked include garlic, mushrooms, broccoli, and cauliflower. Pop any of these on a cooking sheet with a little Kefi Life extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and put that into the oven at 350 for 15 minutes, and you have some pretty tasty edibles for an Hola Kala side.
Kiki Vale is the founder of Kefi Life. She is passionate about whole person wellness and living a fulfilled life. Her Kefi Life podcast is created to simply and naturally help you harmonize the mind, body, and soul the Greek way. Visit KefiLife.com and check out Kiki Vale on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Join us again next time for more positive energy and inspiration on Kefi Life.